Okay, so here we will start with our first sketch, which is the spinner. I want you to start a new part, and I will be going fairly slow here, so you can follow me. So I want you to start a new sketch on the front plane, and then draw a center line that goes through the origin. We want to draw through center lines, one horizontal and one vertical. We want them to be perpendicular. And now we want to draw a circle that goes through the origin also. And that one has a diameter of 0.88 inches. Our dimensions are in inches. And now zoom out a little bit. Then we want to extend the vertical line. And same thing for the horizontal line too. So now when we start drawing we want to draw another circle on top of the vertical line at any point there. So draw one and draw another two circles, and one is 0.88 and the other one is 1.12. Now we have both of our circles defined. We want to draw a center line to give it a dimension between the origin to the center of those two circles. So draw a center line and then select Smart Dimensions, select that line and the horizontal line that goes through the origin, and make a dimension of 1 inch. And now what we want to do is we want to make 3 copies of those. So for the parameter, which is the circle that we wanted to have the pattern around, is the middle one, and then make 3 copies of it and select the 2 lines. And now as you can see, we have all 3 circles. And now center line, we want to connect the center of the 2 outer circles, and we want to make another center line that goes through the origin to the center of the center line that we just drew. And give that one a dimension of 1 inch also. And now we want to draw a circle that goes at the and we want it to be kind of tangential to both of our outer circles, and diameter of 0.88. And now we want to also trim that entity and make it kind of an arc circle, And now we want to make a circular pattern again, and parameter, we want to select the middle circle and then 3 copies, then delete, and then select the arc and then press OK. Now we have all those. We want to select our trim tool and we want to trim some entities. Trim that out. Gotta get a better angle. Do that to that edge and that also, and then trim that out. For the top outer circle, do the same thing. 1, 2, and now as you can see, our sketch is fully defined. Trimetric view, Now we want to go to features, extruded boss, and mid plane, and make that 0.3125, and then enter. Now I want you to select the outer edges so we can make a fillet. So, we gotta redo it again. And then hold your control key, select all those edges, and then when you're done you gotta let your control key go and then rotate the view with your mouse. And then one, keep holding now your control key again, and now we will select all those edges. We got all of them selected, and now we want to go to fillets. An easier way to do it also was to select fillet first, and then you give it that dimension. You select those edges, then you don't have to hold your control key, but you know, as you can see. And then trimetric view, go to appearances, expand the appearance toolbar, then go to composite, and then carbon fiber design fabric. Then this sketch here is all, this part is all good to go. I'll just save it as the spinner, and we will move on to the second part. Let's go. All right, start a new part. And okay, so now our dimensions here are in inches. This is our second part, the side circle. And start a new sketch on the front plane and draw two circles from the origin through two circles. Smart dimensions, the inner one has a diameter of 0.44 and the outer has a diameter of 0.88. And now let's go trimetric view, then extruded boss, and make direction mid-plane with a diameter of 0.3125. And then select OK, or press you enter keyboard. Then now hold your control button and select those two edges, the inner and the outer, rotate the view, and then do the same thing for the other side. And then go to fillet and give that a dimension of a radius of 0.10, and then enter. Now trimetric view, as you can see, our part is all defined here. You just need to add the appearance. So let's go to appearances and then select carbon fiber. Can you read that right? Inky unidirectional. And make sure that you keep selecting it, because sometimes this happens when it only gives a partial appearance, a partial appearance for the body. So you got to keep, if you want the entire body to have the same appearance, you just got to keep selecting it until, as you can see now, it is good. Now just save this part as the side circle, and then we will move on to our third part. Let's go. Okay, here we are on our last part here. I want you to start a new sketch on the front plane and draw a circle that goes where the center is at the origin, and give that circle a diameter of 1 inch. Then go to features, extruded boss, and give it a dimension of 0.0625, then press OK. Now if you rotate the view, the part, and select this edge, then go to fillet and give it a fillet of 0.05, then press OK. And then trimetric view, select this part and start a new sketch there, then draw two circles that goes through the origin. And this circle has a diameter of 0.75, sorry, 0.25, and this one has a diameter of 0.38. And then features, extruded boss, give that an extrusion of 0.125 and press OK. Now press the edge, this side again, and then start a new sketch. And what you want to do, draw a center line, a center vertical line, and then zoom into the top where we will want to draw two diagonal lines, but instead go select your arc tool and start here and draw this arc. Oh, go back. Okay, so do this. Smart dimensions, .05, and mirror, go to mirror entities, and then entities to mirror is the diagonal line, and then mirror about the vertical center line, and then press OK. Now 3-point arc, and then smart dimensions, give that a radius of 0.01, and just select the smart dimension tool, and then select this circle here and go to convert entities, and then go to trim entities, trim this out and trim that out, and then smart dimensions again. Oh, escape, select this point and this point here, make it 0.025. Go back. Zero 0.035. 0.035, which is 0.04, and then go to select this, press your control key and select this arc here. Oh shoot, sorry. So select and select this arc, make relation tangent, and this side will also be tangent to it. And now let's go to expand linear sketch pattern and select the circular sketch pattern, and then select this line, this arc, this line, and this arc here, and delete that and make this circle the direction, and make 9 copies, and then press OK. Trimetric view, and then go to features, extruded boss, give that an extrusion of 0.025, and then press OK. As you can see, our part here is fully defined now. We have all our dimensions defined also. Now go to appearances and then expand appearance tool, then go to fabrics, oh, organic, composite. So under plastic, go to composite and then select the carbon fiber design fabric. As you can see here, our part is well defined. And then trimetric view, then save this as the center circle. Yes, and then close this. Now we will move on to our final assembly. Thank you. Alright, here we are with our final assembly. Start a new assembly part file, a new assembly file, and we will export what we have. So instead here, I will not be putting in my old bearing. We will be adding in a ball bearing because SolidWorks has a tool where you can just add a bearing into your design. So we will be doing that. So if you want to learn how to do that, if you learn how to design a bearing, go to my YouTube channel and check out the bearing YouTube video that I designed already. But here we will not be doing that. So I have all my parts here, as you can see, and I want you to select mate, the mate tool, select that edge top and that side, and select OK. There and there, make relation tangential. As you can see, the ball stays in there. Let me zoom in. As you can see, so, and we would like to make 3 copies of those. And lock because it's rotating. Doesn't rotate anymore. Before it was rotating. Expand the circular pattern and select that circle, and then entities to mirror to pattern, select the 3 because we want them to be on all 3 edges, and then press OK. And none of them rotates. So go to your library toolbox and then just close that, and then press add in now, then go to NSI inch ball bearing and then select the instrumental ball bearing and then drag it there, as you can see here. So those are our specs. That's the inner, the diameter, the bore, the outer diameter, thickness, and then we want number of balls to be full, and then the cage, we want to add a cage, and then press OK. This is our bearing. Then mate, go to advanced, and then width, select top edge of the ball bearing and the bottom edge, and then select top portion of this and the bottom portion of the spinner, the rear portion, and then press OK. And now press the outer surface and the inner surface of the spinner, and then go to make concentric relation, and then press OK. As you can see now, it's stuck inside. But right now we cannot spin it because it's fixed, but the ball bearing is not fixed. So we will fix the ball bearing and then float, make the fidget spinner float. As you can see now, it rotates, it spins, I mean. Okay, so here what we want to do is we want both components to spin, to be free to spin, because you know, as a fidget spinner you can spin both the ball bearing and the fidget spinner itself. So we want to add an axis at the origin and the front plane of the spinner. And then press OK. So now we want to add some relations to that axis. So what we have to do is we want to go to Mate tool again. Oh, make the axis view option on, and then select that, go to Mate, and then select the inner surface of the ball bearing and make relation concentric. Oh, sorry. Since the ball bearing right now is fixed, we cannot do that. So make it float, or we will get an over design made problem. So concentric relation, and then OK. And now we want to add the front. We want to make the front plane of that and the fidget spinner and the spinner's front and the outer the rear edge of the spinner. Make them concentric. Not concentric, I mean coincident. And then as you can see now, both of our parts spin at the same time whenever we want to spin, and make the axis line hidden. Now you can see that both of them spin. If you zoom in, you can see the balls inside the ball bearing, they are spinning. And what we want to add those two covers, you know, the bearing covers. So I want you to go to Mate tool again, and then select that in the middle surface of the circle of the bearing, make coincident relation, and then that and the rear surface of the spinner, and then OK. Same thing for the other side. If you want, we can spin it first just to make it easier to define our that's not good enough right now. expand, move with triad, and then now it's spanned. We rotated it, I mean, sorry. So select that in the middle surface of the ball bearing, and then select the inner surface, and that's the surface of the spinner, fully defined, and we want those to be able to spin also, because when the bearing spin, we want it to spin the covers. As you can see, it's spinning right now. Very good. So now our part is all good to go. Now you just have to save it. And thank you so much for tuning in this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you want more content, please leave those in the comment section. And any opinions or anything you have any problems with, just let me know in the comment section. I will help you out. Thank you so much. Have a good day.